We left for Ampang at 6:30 a.m. to avoid traffic.
For our documentary, we chose the special Children Society of Ampang to create an awareness to the public about disabled children, to show that they are just like any normal people, to give love and affection to them.
Just like any ordinary school in Malaysia, they also start with a morning assembly. We were divided into groups to assist the teachers in every classes.
Just like us, they can do coloring, play games, do maths, and cook. They also have break time like regular school.
We managed to interview Miss Christine Wong, President of Special Children Society of Ampang.
I have a daughter born with Down syndrome. When my daughter was 6, I got a letter to send her for assessment. At the assessment, she was asked to fill up blocks. And then after that, the assessment teacher gave her another set and asked her to redo again. She was very angry to have to do it again. She just pushed the block down. And then they said, oh, if your child is like this, we cannot accept your child. So I felt that it was very unfair. I felt that other children, because you are normal, you can go to standard 1. And then we don't have to assess, you don't have to go through any assessment, you just go to get to standard 1. But our special children have to go through this assessment before they accept them into the special class. I and 2 other parents decided that we would start a little play group. And this little play group was like, one day was in your house, one day was in my house, one day was somebody else's house. So end up it really worked out. So I said, okay, what shall I do? Then a friend says to me, how about we just get a little group? So I did that. I rented a house in Bandar Baru, Ampang. And that's how we started. Going back 18 years ago, I never expected the school to be as what it is today. I got a letter from Kebajikan to say that this small little place you rented is not suitable. And then one day this lady, she said to me, her name is Maria Kara, she's Greek. And she says to me, what do you want? So I said, I wish I have my own place for the children. With her help, we managed to raise $500,000. So we have all these people that are very supportive of what we are doing. So actually, I just started off because my daughter has no place to go, and now it is benefiting a lot of other children. So for me, I think achievement is when I see a child has progressed. I think the sooner and the younger the children come in, there's room for a lot of improvement. And of course, we have very challenging children behaviors. I don't think the government school can handle if a child is violent or the child hits themselves. We try to work with professionals to see how we can overcome this kind of behavior. So with our teachers also, the training is ongoing. We have 6 classes here, and then I have 2 classes of early intervention. The children here are 4 to 6. The early intervention also we have 2 groups. One is high functioning, which we think that they will be able to go to the government schools. Then we have another group that's very, very disabled. They drool, they cannot talk, they are very dependent on the teachers. So we do a lot of oral motor therapy for them so that they'll stop drooling. And we also do a lot of physical therapy for them so that they get stronger. Then we have another group of children from age 7 onwards. And these are the children that couldn't go into the government school. For this group of children, also we divide into high functioning and low functioning. High functioning will go into mathematics, language, computer. They go swimming, they go bowling, they do everything. We have another group within that category that's also a little bit on the violent side, behavior, very challenging behavior, and that they are in another class. Then our top range of children from 18 onwards and going up, we also have 2 groups. That one, we have the Daisy class, which I think you've seen, and that group of children is very high functioning. We have actually even take them out to shop and actually try to get work for them. So I've taken them out to the lake Titi Wangsa, and I was holding this boy, and this another parent in the park shouted at me and said, if your child cannot behave himself, you shouldn't bring him out here. When he said that, I said, okay, that's something for me to learn. So I apologized, and then I said, well, maybe I should let all our children wear t-shirt with the name Special Children Society of Ampang. So now with that, even they look very normal, when they do something irregular, people will say, oh, this is special child. So that's how we also learn from experiences that we went through lah. Some children who are forever with the parents have to accept that they are forever going to be very dependent on adults. I feel like it's very unfair that normal children have access to so much, but our children don't have it. I think that there should be a lot of awareness that this kind of children exist. They should give them more opportunity to go into regular school, like inclusive education. I think inclusive education is very important when the child is very young. Like I put my daughter in a Good Shepherd kindergarten those days, and she was age 4, and she was with regular children. And she took part with the sports and all that, and I thought the children were very kind to her. But it didn't start off kindly, They would say, Anak cacat, monyet, they would go like that. That was the first 2 weeks of school. And by the 3rd week, I saw a change in the children. When my daughter came to school, they all ran to her, helped her with the bag, and I saw a real change. And I asked the principal what happened, and then the principal she said, I taught these children about handicap. So I think it's very good to have inclusion, because at this young age, this is the first time that these regular children are seeing a disabled child, and they were taught that you will never know in the future what kind of children you will have.
We also managed to interview one of the teachers.
My name is Sima Rani. They call me Teacher Shima here. I teach the older students between ages 15 to 38. They are more independent. They can, do a lot of things. They can do self-help, living skill activities, gross motor and all. Been teaching in this school for about 5 years.
Mix up the oats and the biscuit.
I also have an autistic son, and I find it a challenge to teach him. So the reason being, I want to learn more new things, in order to be able to understand my son better and teach him. And also I like working with special children.
Nice. Press. Great. Press.
As a token of appreciation for having us, we decided to give the children pencil cases and snacks to bring home. We also made origamis to give the teachers for their kind gratitude and for their dedication.
Every hello ends with a goodbye. By 12 noon, school ended for the day. Some of the students went home by transportation provided by the organization, while some were picked up by their parents or guardian. By 12:30 p.m., we headed back home to college, and that marks the end of our venture.
I've learned that when it comes to helping others, always do it with a sincere heart and not because of expecting something in return. Set aside your ego and go make the world a better place. It took a lot of courage, patience and kindness to get along with them. Whenever we took part in joining the activities, a realization hits me that the sincere smiles and happiness that they displayed really warmed my heart. It only took a simple act of kindness from them that were able to make my day.
Personally, I felt guilty as when I meet people with special needs, I'll be scared. But when I met them, I realized that I'm totally wrong, and this activity proved to me that I should change my perception. So, we as human beings should treat them equally without discriminating them.
Patience is really important while teaching kids with autistic spectrum or hyperactive disorder. Much time is needed for the children to learn.
Personally, I really admire the teachers because they were really passionate about their job, and they also repeated the same thing over and over until the children understand whatever they taught.
I feel grateful to be born this way. I learned a lot when I was there, that these people are just like regular people and we should include them in our society. When I was there, I really felt the love from them. Just because they were born with broken wings, it doesn't mean we should treat them differently.
Visiting them was really eye-opening, as we should not look down at special people. They are also capable of doing anything just like any ordinary human being. All we have to do is acknowledge their abilities and give them confidence. When we visited them, they were so happy. Why can't us, people who are able to do things without help, are unhappy? This can teach us to be grateful with what we have.
I hope the society will be able to help more special children, make them more independent and able eventually to work in the outside world. But for those who are not able to work, make them more independent and more confident to face the society at large.
The message I really want to give people is that include them. Include them in your lives. I mean, if you see like them shopping or you see them eating in a restaurant, don't stare at them or don't make comments or don't say like, if your child cannot behave, you don't bring him here, because this is, I think they have every right to be in a restaurant or in a park as your child. Just because this child is disabled, when somebody makes a remark like that, it's very unfair. I feel that we all should share the space and share the environment.
Sound is the dog.
Bye-bye.
Cakap bye-bye. Bye-bye. Hi.
Thank you.
Hi. Kakak patah kerusi.